Alright, who's ready to go on a pond study? Oh, we have some deer! You guys want to join us at the pond study? Alright, meet us at the pond! Alright, we've made it to our meadow pond. So today, we're going to try to see if we can decide if this claim is true or not. If an animal lives only in a pond habitat when it's young, then when it is an adult, it will also only live in a pond as its habitat. So let's see if we can catch some organisms to see if this is true or not. So for our pond study, we're going to need a few materials. You need a net, you need some type of bin, you need an ice cube tray, a turkey baster, and some type of pond identification sheet. Alright, let's get going. So now we have to put the net in the pond. If you scrape it along the side, you can usually collect some organisms that are clinging onto some plants. Then dump it in the water. Ooh, right now that water looks really mucky and dirty, but if you just let it sit for a minute or two, the dirt will settle to the bottom and you'll be able to see what you got.
It also helps to kind of stick your net right in here by the bank of the water. Collect some organisms there. Another thing you can do is if you see any rocks or sticks, or even some plants that are floating, pick those up, bring them over and kind of knock them into your bucket. Lots of times there's little organisms and eggs that will be hanging on top of these. Alright, so now you just use your turkey baster. Try to suck up some organisms. You want to make sure there's always water for them. The trick is trying to catch them. Time to examine what we found. Can you tell what any of these creatures are? There are still lots of little creatures in the bucket of water. Does anyone know what type of organism this is? On the right you see a big version and then there's a smaller version on the left. These are called water boatmen. They eat mostly plants and they don't bite. They have short front legs with a scoop on the front end to gather their food. They have an oar-shaped back legs that they use to swim. They can actually fly out of the water at night because they're attracted to night lights. They also have air bubbles that they hold onto underneath their body, which helps them to breathe when they're underwater. And when they're underwater, they have to hook their legs onto a plant or a stick to hold it underwater so it doesn't float back up. Ooh, what kind of creatures did we find here? I see 2 leeches. Leeches are a type of worm. They have suckers on both ends of their body. Most leeches have 3 jaws with small, sharp teeth. They use those teeth to grab onto mammals, birds, reptiles, and fish and suck their blood. They actually used to be used a long time ago at doctors' offices to help you if you were sick. If you were sick, they would put a leech on your body and it was told to suck away your bad blood to make you healthy. How many of you would like to go to the doctor and have a leech put on you? Ooh, what's hiding in here? Ooh, this is one of my favorite things to find. This is a dragonfly nymph. So this is a dragonfly, but in its larval stage or its young stage. So it doesn't have big wings like you see on an adult dragonfly. They can actually stay at this stage for either 2 months all the way up to 5 years. It can squeeze water out of its abdomen like a jet, and this helps it to move quickly in the water and allows it to catch food. They also have a really cool thing. It has a long lower jaw that shoots out to grab prey. Sometimes you can actually get it to separate and I can move the jaw a little bit, but this one isn't cooperating very well with me today. But they are such cool creatures and they don't really look anything like an adult dragonfly.
It's a close-up of the dragonfly nymph's face. So, a dragonfly nymph starts its life in the water, but when it becomes an adult, it starts to molt its skin like you see in these pictures. And then an adult dragonfly will emerge with big wings, and then it flies off to go visit some meadows or maybe in a forest and to find some food.
Can you see what's hiding in the water? Yeah, a frog. This looks like a green frog. Green frogs are either green, olive, or brownish color, or any combination of those. They have dark spots on their back and sides, and have dark bars on their hind legs. Their belly is usually a whitish color. They sound like strings being plucked on a banjo. Remember, if you ever pick up a frog or toad, you want to get your hands dirty first so that the oils on your skin don't harm the frog or toad. Also, make sure you release it back where you found it.
Look at all these tadpoles. Tadpoles start their life in the water. As most of you know, a frog starts off as an egg, then turns into a tadpole, then a tadpole with 2 legs, then a tadpole with 4 legs, and slowly the tail disappears until you have an adult frog. So, do adult frogs always stay in the pond, or did you ever see them in other places? Look at this cute little turtle just sitting on a rock. I hope you enjoyed our pond study. Hopefully next time we do it, we'll be able to do it together in person.